walk away from this one thinking you guys let this one get away?
Uh, I mean, it's just things that happen in competitive space where you wish you can get those things back. Missed free throw, miscommunication on a chance to, ice the game on that stop where they needed it to. But that would just be, you know, giving excuses for ourselves. We felt like we had a great chance to win this game before we even got to that stretch. But we were going against a good Miami Heat team. They were well rested. Um, they got a chance to really get into me defensively, get into all of us, turn the ball over down the stretch, and they made some clutch plays down the stretch. So you got to give them credit. So yeah, you can say it slipped away from us, but we obviously know there's a tail of the tape that we got to go back and look at and see where we can improve, especially on the controllables like offensive rebounds and just keeping them off the free throw line, keeping them out of our paint, and giving up easy ones to some of their role players. I think that was the difference in the game tonight. They had some players come off the bench where they were highly efficient. Pelle Larsson 6 for 8. And Alec Burks 5 for 9, hitting some big time threes. Pretty much held a lot of the starters. We haven't been checked, but we felt like we did a good job of limiting them to easy baskets. So.
How about the fouls you guys had, particularly in the first half? I mean, it just kept coming and kept coming.
Yeah, sometimes that's going to be the game. You got to adjust to the rhythm, adjust to the refs, and adjust to the flow. But we got to control just keeping the ball in front and limiting the easy baskets. Again, that's on me tonight, just giving up some of those easy backdoor cuts and, not taking the necessary effort to be in the right position. So a lot of easy baskets that we could have not given up tonight, we did, and I feel like that was the difference in the game.
You always say basketball is a game of centimeters. Would you attribute that to some of the shooting struggles tonight, just 10 of 40 from three-point line?
That's just sometimes just the basketball gods, man. Got to keep that right elbow pointed, stay confident. 10 for 40 tonight on three-point line. But again, we had some controllables that we just didn't take care of tonight, and that led to them feeling confident down the stretch and being able to make those extra effort plays. They won a lot of the 50-50 battles. So if we can control keeping them off the glass, controlling the one possession, I feel like we come out of here with this W. But again, you got to give credit to a scrappy Miami Heat team. They play well on their home floor. And you could tell they really wanted this one, but we wanted this one too. But it just didn't go our way.
Naji had also mentioned, the Heat's offensive rebounding being a factor in helping get the win. You did as well. Just what makes them such a tough offensive rebounding team?
I mean, when they're not shooting well, they have no choice but to crash and get offensive boards. But they have guys that give a lot of energy. They like to play out in transition. And you can tell that Spo's doing a great job of telling them to push the pace. And the two main guys or three main guys, Bam, Tyler, and Jimmy, a lot of the shots are going through them. So we just got to be aware. And, again, like I said, about a minute ago, just limit some of their role players to getting easy baskets. If somebody shoots 6 for 8 and they have an impact on the game, it's going to matter down the stretch. So we just got to control what we can control, and it starts with me just being in the right positions and, taking the challenge defensively.
Hi, Kyrie. How important is for this team to compete? For example, the last two games in Denver, you won. Here you lost, but you competed until the end when Luka is not in the team. And just I'm curious about the message that you sent him. You call him hermano. Why hermano? Why in Spanish?
He spent a lot of time in Madrid and spent a lot of time just, learning different languages. He speaks 4 languages, so just wanted to make sure on, not just because it was national TV, but because that's my brother, man. I call him my hermano or brate or, just a nickname just to remind him that that's, it's a genuine love there, man. I consider him part of my family, part of my tribe. We miss him, obviously, but it's got to be next man up mentality. And, these guys in this locker room, we want to compete. Got some new guys on the team that are getting used to being in that position of getting everybody's best shot. There are no games off. So it's an exciting time, but also I would rather us be 100% healthy, playing every single game. But yeah, at the same time, there's the flip side of it where it gives some of our role players opportunities to play bigger, to get more shots, to learn more on the fly, and we're going to need that later down the line. So I'm appreciative of the time that we're in. I'm staying present, while also being wishful in terms of us getting healthy at the right time. And yeah, we just got to continue to play hard and be there for one another. And you can tell we really enjoy competing at a high level, and we don't feel like we're out of any game. And I think that's what's been the peace of mind for me going into every game, every night with these guys, is just knowing they're going to give their all.
Kyrie, what was the difference for you guys in that overtime period?
We didn't score enough, man. They scored 9 to our 5, or our 4. We stopped pushing the pace, and they started locking us down in terms of one shot every possession. And those 5 minutes go by really quick. So it's either you're the team that hits first, or you're the team that's kind of playing on the heels. And I think tonight we were playing on our heels, and that overtime they executed a lot more, and then they hit some timely baskets. We were down by 2, then they got up by 4. So we just got to be able to continue to execute at a high level, no matter what the game speed is going on, and be able to look each other at the end of the game and say we gave it our best effort. So we had moments like that majority of the game, but some lulls throughout the game cost us, and that's the NBA game right there at a high competitive level. Teams are going to make you pay. They made us pay often, so you got to give them credit. Mm-hmm.
You mentioned Miami getting to you defensively. Obviously, Bam's a big part of that. Even when he's not guarding you one-on-one, what kind of problems does he have when he's anchoring a defense?
He's well known for his help side defense now, and being able to show positions, different looks against guards or bigs. So he causes a lot of chaos in there. He's a great anchor, and he's a great guy to go against, because if you can go by Bam and you can score on Bam, I feel like you can score on anybody just because he's that great on the defensive end.
Kyrie, during the game, I saw at least 3 guys trying to cover you. I saw Herro, I saw Pelle, I saw even Butler. So how does it make you feel? Like if one doesn't work, the other one comes in. How does that work?
Yeah, man, I welcome that. I invite that in. This part of being the best of the best. You got to step up to that plate and let everybody know that you're going to be here. And I feel like that's what a lot of teams are doing defensively, showing different bodies, showing me different looks, tall, small, physical. And it's only making me better. And that's why I appreciate being in the NBA, is because every single night you get to be challenged in a different way, and you get to respond and rise to the occasion, or learn lessons that's necessary to carry you and propel you for later in the season. So I'm enjoying it. These guys are making me better. And I'm gearing up for, what's the inevitable. It's just getting everybody's best shot.
Naji, how disappointing is this when you seem like you guys had the game in control in regulation play?
Heartbreaking loss. Not disappointed. Proud of my guys we fought. Just a lesson learned. Like I said, proud of my guys. We fought hard. Came down to a couple possessions. Hopefully next time we're in a situation we can correct it.
What happened? Did you see what happened on that play when Butler got loose and tied the score?
No, I was really on the backside trying to focus on that. I didn't see what happened, but I'm sure it was a little brain fart. But like I said, next time, learn from our mistakes and be better in the next game.
How do you rebound from this going into tomorrow's game against Atlanta?
Just closing out games. They killed us on the offensive rebound tonight, so boxing out, hitting the glass pretty hard, and just keep doing what we're doing.
Just coming off the career night in Denver, had a slow start in the first half, but you picked it up in the second. What would you say is the differences between the two halves for you?
Just shots wasn't falling. Like I told y'all before, I work on those shots every day, so I just kept shooting. And second half they fell for me, so no real difference. Just sticking with it.
I think on one possession, when you had the ball open for 3, you ended up traveling, but then you were really aggressive from 3, as the game went on. Just how important is it for you as you, play games out to maintain that aggression on the open shots?
Man, I work on those threes every day. I feel confident in shooting them. I should have shot that one, but, just trying to play hard, make a play for the team. But like you said, I learned my lesson. The next few I shot, so... it's just, that's just ups and downs of the game. You make a mistake, you learn from it, and be better the next time. So,
Kyrie's a guy who's been extremely efficient from 3 this season. Just when you see him going through, shooting spells like this, how do you see his, mentality change, or how he recovers from it?
Kai is different, bro. Mentally, on and off the court. So, you may think he's tripping about that, but he's really inspiring us to keep shooting and keep hooping, and he's never down. He never feels bad for himself, Like I always say, we always work on our game every day. So, just because you miss a shot doesn't really make or break the game or you as a player. Just keep shooting, So, just sticking with it. Like I said, he never dropped his shoulders or looked like he was unhappy. He just kept encouraging us and being the leader that he is.
What's different for you guys when you play games like this without Luka, especially in clutch situations?
I mean, Luka's a ultra superstar. In clutch situations, we would love to have him. This is what he does best. So I don't know, man. We're missing a whole lot as a player, as Luka Doncic, of course. But hopefully my guy gets right, and when he gets back, he take over.
Yeah, Jason, what happened on that play where Bam got it loose and tied the score up 4 seconds ago in regulation?
Repeat that question. I didn't hear it. What was it?
What happened on that play when Butler got it loose and tied the game up 4 seconds ago?
Yeah, they made a heck of a play offensively. Our defense, give the offense credit. They scored, and then Spencer has a good look to win the game. But we just didn't execute. We didn't get the stop when we needed to.
In regulation, you guys were up by 1 point and didn't score again. What happened to the offense at that point? I know you missed a lot of three-pointers.
Yeah, we just settled. I thought, we had great looks. Those threes were great looks. Everyone on the floor had a great look at a three. It just didn't go down for us tonight. I thought Spencer had good looks. Kai had good looks. And so just understanding it happens. The penetration to be able to find a teammate. I thought the guys did a good job with that. We just couldn't buy one there in the fourth quarter.
You talked about fouling in pregame. How much of that was because of tonight's loss, especially Miami was able to get to the line a lot in the first half?
Yeah, we talked about pregame, keeping them off the free throw line, and we know that's something that they can do extremely well. Butler, I thought in the first half had 12, I think, and so we weren't doing what we were supposed to. We're only down 4, I think, 55-51, and we weren't shooting the ball well, nor were they. And then in the second half, I thought we started to get a little tempo going, and we put ourselves in a position on the road to win a game.
How difficult is it to find a closing group or closing lineup without Luka out there?
Yeah, it's not tough. I think it's a great experience. It's a positive because you never know foul trouble or injury, and so again, this group. The bench has been, in the positive, since Luka's been out. But unfortunately tonight our bench was not in the positive. But I understand those starters kept us in the game. But you just never know who's going to be able to play, and this is a great lesson learned for all of us.
In terms of the closing lineup, I think you went with Spencer, and just what are some of the things that go into that decision when you have other options, maybe that are talented as well, like Klay or Naji? Is it something that you just kind of have to feel the certain game that you're in at that time?
Yeah, I think I think you said it best. We have a talented team, and so just having other options out there when you have Spencer as a ball handler, and I thought Spencer, being aggressive, did a great job on both the offense and defensive end, and so. But we trust everybody that plays, and this was a different group to end with to see how they handled it, and I thought, again, we put ourselves in a position to win.
Coach, what was the difference for you guys in that overtime period there?
Yeah, I think we settled. We had a lot of threes. We're down 4, and I think we just, thought we had to get it all back at once, and so I think just being patient, continue to work the game. If they give you the 2, take the 2. But we had great looks that just didn't go down for us.
Obviously, these last 2 games haven't been the best shooting mark for Kyrie, but it's probably a different game if he makes both of those free throws. But just what goes into the conversations that you have with a veteran like that when he's kind of in a slump?
Yeah, I think it's just part of the season. There's going to be a flow of ups and downs, and understand what his gravity, what he does. Even though we could say he didn't shoot the ball extremely well, it's just his gravity, his ability to know when to go, and I thought he did a really good job there to get us that lead. And then he gets to the free throw line, and unfortunately, he only made 1, knowing that we see he's been in this position before, and he's knocked them both down. And so it happens. We'll learn from it, and we'll get better from it.
Coach, the Heat shot just under 47% at the rim, and you guys kind of forced them into about 23s. Is that just kind of 20 corner threes. Is that the pros and cons of playing the zone? Just kind of knowing that sometimes you're gonna allow more threes, but the whole point is to kind of take away the paint there.
Yeah, you're trying to direct the ball, and they made the corner three tonight. When you look at Burks, he shot the ball extremely well from the corner, and then also Bam knocks down a couple threes. And so, again, we got to contest, we got to close out and make those guys drive it, but we just didn't do that on a consistent basis tonight.
What sort of problems did Alec Burks cause you guys with his 3-pointers?
Yeah, he shot the ball extremely well. He played extremely well for them tonight. He was aggressive, and he knocked down open threes.